How you doing, YouTubers? Welcome to Vortex 11'11. This is our inaugural video, and just to give you a brief overview of what we hope to accomplish here is I hope to release information to the public, anybody who wants to see it, and maybe help them out, help them with their golf swing. Our primary goal here at Vortex 11'11 is to just spread the truth and more information about golf. Like I said, my name is Jeff. I taught golf for 25 years. I have been. And I've given thousands of lessons. I love golf. I think it's a great sport. The people of the world, golfers can be stewards of this planet. And so I plan to join forces with all those people, and we're going to try to get all this kind of information out there. Make everybody a better player. You know, there's a lot. The sky is the limit. It really is. My good friend Brian here has agreed to go do some videos with us. I'm just learning. Be patient, and we're looking forward to you coming back here again and checking out all the stuff that we can put together. It'll take some time, but it's going to be there, and hopefully you'll resonate with it, and we can work in the future together. I'm going to go over a couple things real quick, try to throw this out there as fast as possible. We're assuming you have some basic understanding already when we get to this point. I'm going to start out, I'm going to tell you, put your hands on your hips, feet about shoulder width. This is straight out of Ben Hogan's 5 Lessons. We start from this position. If we think of ourselves as what we really are, anatomy wise, I've got a shoulder line, I've got a spine, I've got hips, 2 legs, and of course 2 arms. This is what we are. We want to think of ourselves skeletally here, and it's real simple technique to set up perfectly every time. It does not matter what club you have in your bag. Real simple. We start out with ourselves about shoulder width. We're holding the club up in front of us. I call this the logo left hand low point. So when I set up to a golf ball, just like this, we have imaginary target line. I have another imaginary line. We call that our toe line. Alright, I'm setting up. I'm putting the ball relative to my belt buckle. Setting up just like that. From this position, I'm going to take the club in my left hand, assuming I have some idea of what a grip is, but this is what it is, and I put it down behind the ball with the club square. At that point, the butt end of the shaft is approximately underneath the logo of my shirt, right like that. That's where I'm going to play my left hand every time. Now obviously in golf we don't hold the club with our hands like this, which would keep our shoulders square and our spine straight. Our right hand is below our left. So what are we going to do? We're going to, in order to grab the right hand below the left, we allow that to happen. I'm just going to tilt into it. I can always test myself this way. My right arm swinging, coming right back into the club. Obviously, if I'm too far out over the ball this way and I'm swinging, my arms going out, I know I'm not in line here. At this point, I feel my solar plexus pointing just behind the ball. Notice that when we go to take the right hand position, the head, the spine, all tilts to the right. This ensures certain fundamental things in the golf swing, and that is that my head is behind the ball, my hands are still in front of the ball. So I call it logo left hand low point. That right there is the lowest point of the arc. At that point, that's where the club is going to impact the ground. So it's always logo left hand low point to there. So we can set up this way every time. It doesn't really matter what club. This was an 8-iron. Here's a 3-iron. Set up, belt buckle pointing right at the ball, shoulder width. Okay, put the club in my left hand. Allow my left hand to stay inside my thigh, just whole side of your zipper. If you're playing your hands up here, you're out over your leg. This is improper. If you've got your hands back over your zipper, this is improper. So really, we're allowing the natural thing to happen. What happens is we have a little wider stance as the clubs get longer. We have a greater tilt to the right as the clubs get longer. That in itself compensates for everything else. We don't even have to worry about the rest of it. Just low go, left hand, that's the low point of the arc in front of the ball. That gives me automatic shaft lean. Now, if I take a driver in my hand, driver's on a tee. A ball that's teed up, same difference. That's a little different. We're trying to catch the ball that's on a tee. After the club reaches its lowest point, starts on its way back up, that's when we're going to catch the ball. The opposite of an iron, which is ball, then turf. The low point's the same. That's in front of the ball. So I'm going to go, low go, left hand, low point, behind the ball now. Why? Because I'm catching it on the upswing. Low go, left hand, low point. So now as the club comes down, it reaches its lowest point, and just as it starts to come up, is when we catch the ball. So this is a real simple way of setting up the same way every time. What's your grip? Your grip? Think of your club as not being round. Think of it as flat. So when I hold this club in my hand, a flat wrist, the back of your left hand is the club face. Back of your left hand is the club face. We'll hold that. Think of your flat wrist. This is not a flat wrist. And we'll hold that to the next video. And we'll get more into the grip. But you can set up the same way every time. Real simple. We'll go left hand, low point. Get used to setting up. Just point your belt buckle right at the ball. Tilt back. Wham, you're ready to go. If things are getting ready to change, the sky's the limit out there. You're doing yourself a disservice if you think you can't play golf. Until next time.